Welcome back to Wildly Abandoned, the show where the topics are made up and the time limits don't matter. I'm DG Holstein, the voice of Frank and Orville in Heinous Investigations. With me, as always, our amazing writer, director, creator, and producer of Heinous Investigations, voice of Elliot and Martin and Cy, and most importantly, the one who pays me, Jessica Castro.
Oh, that was so nice. Thank you.
Yeah.
Jessica, Charlie, stop licking your feet.
Charlie is a dog.
And with us also are these other voice actors.
Yes. Sure. Let's go. Okay, Maria's here. Go. Say hi.
Hi, I'm Maria Burns and I voice Ginny.
Yeah. Antoine's here.
Hi, I'm Twan and I do the voice of Algernon Graham.
Yep. And David.
Hi, I'm the man with the voice, and I voice Mufasa in The Lion King.
Yeah, okay, we know who you voice. It's fine.
I'm David. I play Carlton.
Yeah. And for the first time since our podcast premiere episode, we have Naomi here.
Naomi!
Yay!
I'm back and I voice Liza.
Yes. Naomi Park, recent graduate and voice of everyone's favorite, just everything.
But don't worry, there'll
all
be
the
no
people who have
pomp and
graduated.
circumstance with this episode.
Oh
That's
my
a lie.
gosh.
Don't tell them lies.
No.
Dude, half of my being is pomp and the other half is circumstance.
I was hoping for a better segue into plugging.
And speaking of, everything's a segue as long as you say "and speaking of." Really,
And
You try
speaking
hard.
of
And
pomp and
speaking of.
circumstance, check out our Patreon. Yeah. Okay. But
Did Twan go yet?
yes.
Yes.
It was like the second one to go.
Oh my gosh. Were you distracted by Charlie and your feet?
Was it
Yeah,
because-
we'll go with Charlie licking my feet.
Okay.
That's-
Charlie's
I'm
a dog.
distracted.
Yeah.
Charlie is a dog.
Charlie is a dog. We need to iterate right now.
Yeah,
Charlie
yes.
is a dog.
continuously.
Yeah. So, for the fans
Mine's
that are
out of the
listening,
game.
I have
Don't take that out of
many-
context. Take it out of context. Take it so far out of context.
Take it. all
gonna
the
get
way
kicked
out
off
of
the air.
context.
Oh no.
I have a lot of jobs. One of them's dog sitting. So I'm dog sitting a miniature golden doodle. His name is Charlie. He is part dog, part crackhead, and he likes to lick my feet.
What a description.
Great. Okay. Speaking of crackheads, Patreon.
There it is.
There we go.
There's the segue.
Bada boom, baby.
Right out of the oven.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, we have a Patreon, patreon.com/wildlypods, where you can go and check out all sorts of cool little rewards, including full access to these episodes of Wildly Abandoned, where we chill out and talk about the podcast and not about the podcast, Heinous Investigations. We've also got our Instagram at @wildly_productions, TikTok at @wildly_productions, Tumblr at Wildly Productions, Twitter at Wildly Product 1, Facebook at Wildly Productions, and obviously our YouTube channel is Wildly Productions. We also have new merch, which is really fun.
It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Thanks
If
to
you check out our
yeah, I was
MySpace,
gonna say-
you could follow the link there to
Yeah.
our
Okay, you cut me off before I got to thank Twan for the awesome graphic.
oops,
It's
sorry.
still, no, it's all good. It's joke was worth it. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Twan and his awesome graphic art skills, and now we have some really cool designs with all the characters on it, and you can get it on all kinds of things on Redbubble at our store. The shop name is Wildly Prose, and you can have Carlton and Miriam and Liza and Ginny and all the whole gang on all kinds of really cool stuff. I really like.
I'm wearing my
yeah.
shirt right now. Whoa!
Oh, look at that.
I am not
The
fixing
detail's
that
so
in
good.
post. You know that some people on Patreon are gonna see this, and now you all know
Jessica,
too.
throw up a picture of me.
So me
wearing
doing the
that
peace
shirt.
sign wasn't just me looking like an idiot.
Hey, I made finger guns at least like twice so far.
Finger bang. Twan, I never got to congratulate you on the art. It's so fudging cool.
Oh,
It
I love it.
really is.
Yeah, man.
Gorgeous.
Every dollar goes to Twan's shirt that he's currently wearing. We just take $1 and we stick it on a shirt.
Yeah, I'm currently
Mm.
wearing a patchwork shirt that is only covering just like 60% of my chest, and every dollar that you spend actually gets stitched right into the fabric to cover up more of my body.
Yes.
So don't buy them. Because we want to keep that body
Actually, take
exposed.
money away. I want more money.
You can pay for the shirt, but just give us the money back afterwards.
Okay,
Anyway.
so episode 7.
Goodness.
Yeah, episode 7.
Yeah.
New
Oh.
arc.
The
Favorite
first episode of the team building arc.
Yeah. We got
Yay.
because like every business
As
Heinous
opposed to
Investigations is a
who
team
Noah
build.
had helping him build a big boat. That was an arc building team.
Get out.
Yeah.
Get out.
I wanna send you to joke jail, but it's gonna be one of those situations where like halfway through I'm like, nah, come back.
I would send him to joke jail and then unlock it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just leave it unlocked.
Well, I just gotta say, I think this is easily like, is this my favorite? I think this is my favorite of all of the what do you call it? I think it wins for like favorite arc kickoff scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
I think this one's my favorite at least. But yeah, it's because you've got Frank bringing back his like love of all kinds of loud music from the first, from the pilot arc, which is always fun, and great public domain music getting used
Yeah.
and referenced.
Yep.
Yeah, I could not stop laughing when I first put that little bit together to send to editing. I was like, I just hearing it, especially that, and then if you also like the way that it worked so smoothly with like it getting cut, the music getting cut off, like the gunshot and the sound was
Chef's
like
kiss.
it
was
worked
beautiful.
really well. Yeah, and I can just imagine, like, I know we're a podcast, but I can just imagine visually like Carlton trying to sleep, and then just him just opening his eyes like bloodshot.
Yeah.
Just
Like the Squidward? You had like the
Yeah, like
Squidward.
Yeah, like the
Squidward.
Squidward eyes.
Yes. I was literally thinking the Squidward eyes. Just like
It's funny you say this. I was visually seeing like SmackDown versus Raw going on when it starts to get heated, and they start going at it at each other. I was like, Randy Orton with the RKO.
Yeah, dude, I love WWE. It's anime LARPing for Americans.
That's
True
like
so
red
straight
true.
down
blooded
to the-
Americans.
Right down to the facial expressions too. It's straight anime LARPing.
I
yeah,
think someone's done
It's-
their feet on the.
yeah.
I
well,
have
yeah.
an interesting question about that opening scene. The opening scene happens at about 4 a.m., so we can assume people are waking up, in a daze, which means that they were probably wearing pajamas. So, friends, what pajamas do our intrepid heroes wear? Debate now.
Would you
I'm
like me
so
to
happy
tell?
you brought this question
Would
up.
you like me to tell you? Because I
Yes.
can. 'Cause
Wait,
I
wait,
know
wait,
that
wait, wait.
intimately. Take
Wait.
guesses first.
Wait,
Guesses.
Give me, yeah, I'm gonna take guesses first.
Yes, let's go.
Mm,
Frank is in a onesie.
yes.
Oh yeah.
I agree
Actually,
with that.
that you're not far off. I have something slightly different, but equally
Is-
childish.
Wait, I want to
for
dive into
you
this.
in mind.
I feel like it's a onesie with decal on it, but a matching plush doll that matches the decal on it.
I would
But the
contend. I
plush-
never really thought if it was a onesie. I always kind of thought of it more as like a matching like sweatshirt and pajama
Mm.
bottoms deal. But I imagined like
Yeah.
cartoony rocket ships.
Frank is the kind of guy who would sleep in a race car bed that is actually a race
The
car.
race car.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
For real. Just drives his bed through the next wall. Good morning.
I feel like he gets the
Just-
best sleep though because he has like anti-gravity, like levitating the bed.
Mhm.
I'm
there's, like,
fully-
Miriam,
I
Miriam,
was-
like black tank top and pajama pants.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's accurate. Actually, that's
Yeah.
100% what she
Fair.
wears. Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Ah,
Carlton
Yeah.
definitely wears. I don't. It's.
censorship hour for me.
He wears a white t-shirt, boxers, and socks.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
I had
I was just gonna
pretty
say.
close.
Bro sleeps in his socks.
oh yes, he does sleep in his
No.
socks,
I
correct.
was.
He
I
does.
was thinking, is it like a sleepy menswear, like the little hat, like the guys from
The
the
hat?
50s? It's like a blue
Oh
button down,
No.
like the matching
No.
silk pants, and then like that little.
I
Uh,
just figured
it's
Carlton
more-
didn't even bother getting undressed and just flops into
it's
bed full
more-
Sleeps
suit.
in his suit.
Yeah.
That's what I was gonna say.
I would believe that he would like loosen up his tie, like on his really tired days. He's like throw his jacket off, loosen up his tie, and then just face plant on the bed.
Oh,
no, if he
that makes
actually
my
has-
skin crawl.
Yeah, if he actually has pajamas on though, yeah, I had like in my mind, I actually drew a picture of this like a while ago and put it on our chat, but I had like gray t-shirt, like standard like plaid pajama bottoms, and yes, socks. I did have socks.
He wears just socks.
Gross.
Yeah. I also think I always teeter on and off on whether or not Frank wears one of like those like Scrooge nightcaps to bed.
I'm gonna make a reference to this until it becomes merchandise, but I feel like he has like Triceratoptimus Prime, like a plush doll. And
Yeah.
like it's a shirt too. Like he goes to bed with the shirt.
You know,
I really
funny
do
enough,
need to make a
off the heels-
Triceratops Prime merch.
I was
I want that.
thinking
Come on,
the
get
same
on
thing
that.
all day today. I was like, I could probably keep making this merch stuff. What could be? I mean, he's out now, so I could make Triceratoptimus Prime stuff.
Please.
Oh my god.
Please.
I
have to-
feel Algie wears a weighted blanket
Yes.
to keep him in place so he doesn't run into sleep.
Oh. Yeah. Oh my
Oh,
god.
is
Like
it
a
like a
dog.
dog like running?
That's a
like-
fair point. That is.
Oh,
Algae
I
just-
fully think. Oh yeah, no,
It's
I
like
fully
butterfly
think that
fits
when
in
he.
his sleep.
Oh, I fully think he has
He has
like
a
full
nightmare
restless
one night.
legs when he sleeps. Just like
He has a nightmare in the middle of the night. Just, ah!
like you get an algae shaped hole in the wall.
Yeah.
He like wears through his sheets every like couple weeks because he's just like
Oh my gosh.
Done. Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd have to have the weighted blanket, but
Yeah,
as far
for
as like what
sure.
he wears.
Hmm.
I feel like it'd be pajama pants and that's it at most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Algae
I was
would
And
gonna
then he
say, like-
probably like throws on a robe in the mornings to try to
I
look
was gonna
cool.
say like 2 sugar packets and a Dorito chip, but okay, you give him the pants to wear as well.
Where would those things be located?
Oh,
Wherever
boy.
your mind goes.
his nipples
He
and belly
changes it
button.
up.
Got it.
I know that. I know.
Specifically the nipples. That's the part that no one needs to see on Algae.
They get cold at night.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
God, we've
please.
reached peak degeneracy already.
We've already it's been like 10 minutes.
That was my fault.
Sorry, I shouldn't have led with the pajama question.
It's a good question.
If you wanna laugh, when I think about it, I'm not even kidding you. I actually think Carlton, the way I had it in my mind, Carlton actually is more fully clothed than Elliot when he goes to bed, and that blows my mind.
Elliot sleeps?
Go on.
That's a fair point. Does Elliot
well, now you have to tell us what
what
Elliot
Elliot
wears.
wears? Asks
like
me.
he had-
Elliot,
Or doesn't
he
wear.
he also sleeps in socks because he.
Oh no.
Socks
Socks and
Um,
slippers.
Does he like Ebenezer Scrooge it?
That's what I was gonna say.
Yes, he ever.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
He wears. I always imagined him in like this oversized nightshirt and like his boxers, and that's like some socks, and that's it. Maybe also throws on a
Nice
nightcap,
smock.
and him and like Frank and Twin with the nightcaps.
I feel like Jack sleeps in a twin bed, but he shrinks down to the size of a hamster. That way he
Just,
has
like,
more
curled up
bed
on the
to sleep on.
pillow.
More bed, yeah.
Aw.
It's like you see in the morning, it's just like, where is he? like lift up the comfort. I can see Algie being like throwing all the stuff off the bed. just like no.
Yeah.
Like, Algie definitely needs him for things.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Liza and Ginny would both wear something very cute, but
Aw,
different kinds of
yeah.
cute.
I
Because
can go in-
yeah.
We can go to the stereotypical Ginny sleeps in a casket.
Yeah, but that's not
I don't
clothes.
know. I think Ginny
Yeah.
would have to have a really fancy casket if she did that. It would be like
Yeah.
very extra, like lined with pink silk or something.
That was-
yeah,
yeah.
exactly. I was gonna
Pink
say there's
silk,
pink
White
in there
casket,
somewhere.
pink silk.
Yes,
feel
definitely.
like
She'd
Liza
wear like
would
she'd wear like matching silk pink top and
Yes.
bottom
Yep.
pajamas.
Yes.
Yeah.
There has to
Yep.
be like a puffball or two somewhere on it as well.
Yeah, like maybe some puffball like slippers, and then possibly like one of those like sheer little like nighty slip things.
She probably
And
has a
she
scrunchie
defi-
that matches her slippers.
Oh,
her.
and a sleep mask.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Yeah. What were you saying, Naomi?
But-
like about Liza though?
I feel like she has like a matching top and bottoms with like some cute print on it.
Yeah.
It's all organic,
Definitely.
vegan, and
Probably
recyclable.
like buttoned down with like the
Oh,
little
yeah.
collars and lace too, Naomi, like for Liza.
Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
maybe like little
right.
like
Yeah.
cactuses or something.
Yeah,
Oh, that-
definitely something like that. Oh, for sure. Yeah, she's
Now-
got something cutesy like that.
For what the audience really wants to know, what does hot guy Orville wear to bed? And why isn't
real
it me?
question.
It's leopard print lattice wear.
Yeah. I don't think his outfit changes that much.
I feel like it's more muted than mute.
I
He
feel
goes to sleep
I-
with a cinder block because
was
he
gonna
needs to make
say-
sure he's out the whole night.
I feel like his
has
room
a
is,
single
like-
dream.
his
Ruin
his
everything.
his bedroom is like almost completely empty. Like I'm sure like
Like a-
everything is like as plain as humanly possible.
Oh
And
God.
his like pajamas are literally just probably the exact same black shirt, like t-shirt he wears, probably the exact same that, and maybe like sweatpants, and that's like
Sweatpants.
it. And he probably like hangs his like trench coat like right next to him on the bed so he can just throw it on at a moment's notice. That's like his, that's definitely his jam.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely has bedhead.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah, he kind of already has that a bit as a default.
Yeah. Does he
Hard to
does he fix his hair when he wakes up?
A little. Enough that it's like acceptable for him
It's
like
acceptable.
to leave. Yeah. The house, yeah. Okay. I don't, yeah. So maybe we should move on from pajamas.
I'm
I
glad
know.
I wasted
Very
so much
light.
time with my question.
It was worth it.
It was
I
a great
think.
question.
I don't even think we went through everyone. We did not, for sure.
Oh,
Oh, we
Martin.
didn't talk about Jack. I know Martin and Jack. I think they would both have very similar. I think they both have very similar get-ups. Honestly, I see both of them in like different versions of kind of like not exactly what you described, David, when you said like the 50s stuff, but I see like the button-down shirts and the
Yeah.
pants and maybe
Yeah.
like. Yeah, I fully see that for both of them. I feel like Martin probably has like an old-timey smoking jacket.
wait, we forgot about Rachel.
I had a feeling someone was gonna ask. Definitely cute little fuzzy animal slippers, probably bunnies.
An oversized
Um,
shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Like a big sleep.
It's a
shirt.
sleep shirt.
Yeah, big sleep shirt. Oh my god! I'm just thinking of the freaking comedy, the John Mulaney.
Yep.
It could be a sleep shirt.
So
yeah,
we
more-
learn a lot in
So-
episode 7.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
I was gonna say, the
Um,
quarrel that they had in the beginning led to some very much needed.
Yeah,
Pajama
Bonding.
time. Oh
Yeah.
yes.
team building. I really
Yes.
like how and I really like how you get to see out besides like the team building, you also get to see Liza and Martin's relationship because it's
Yes.
established in the beginning that they're kind of
Mm.
they kind of have that sibling, like adoptive sibling relationship, which is pretty cool. And I really like how you get to see that. And you also get to see both of their goofy sides because like up
Mhm.
until now
Yeah.
they've both kind of been more in like the common sense straight man role for a
Mhm.
good chunk of it, but now you get to see them kind of freak out both like in a super hyper happy way when they're like happily coming up with this team building exercise that no one wants, and then when they quickly end up regretting their decision and then having to like scramble to fix their mistakes.
Yeah.
It
It also it really reinforces a lot of what we already know about
Mhm.
Liza because she came up with the whole team building thing of like
Mm-hmm.
she's everyone's friend and she wants
Mhm.
everyone to be friends, but you know, we also get a little glimpse into how she
Mm-hmm.
so desperately wants to kick the shit out of people,
Accurate.
and that's okay too.
Yeah. She like, well, I like to think that maybe I'll even write it in the script one day. I like to think she's one of those people that just like has like these like sick, like twisted murder fantasies about like getting revenge on people in
Oh,
like
dear Lord.
gruesome ways.
Cool.
I don't
I feel
know.
like she
Do
definitely
not slight me. I will salt your fields and kill your firstborn.
There are explosive people and implosive people. Frank is explosive. Liza's implosive. Liza's
Yeah.
the type of person.
I mean,
that
I'm
will
not saying
take
she'll
it
yeah.
day in and day out and then blow up the entire mansion
Yeah.
out of nowhere.
Well, I feel like she's like obviously she'd never act on that, but I feel like she has like those very internalized like rage out.
I feel like she like listens to true crime and like she has like a like she's like, oh, I know exactly like how to get away with it if I ever did, but like obviously I wouldn't.
Yeah.
He's afraid
Every
to
day
watch
is-
scary movies.
Every
but
day is
he's
a
like,
if I did do it moment.
It's just like it'd be so stupid, guys. It would be so weird and stupid
Weird
if
and
I just
crazy.
like it'd
kills
be so
all of you in your
crazy.
sleep.
Yeah, if I just killed all. Yeah, exactly.
Thoughts?
But she's still afraid of scary movies.
It contains multitudes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a very
Yeah.
layered character.
Oh, God.
You do get that line about like the Brothers Grimm being her favorite thing, and first you think it's all
That's true.
sweet because they talk about like how she didn't have many books as a kid because things were tight, or whatever with her like foster family, and then it immediately gets to she likes nightmarish retribution. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that is the full scale of that is all you need to know about Liza is that one book choice. So good. I also really like how I did it on purpose that Elliot knew the answer to the book question. Cause yeah.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Spend enough
Gosh.
time in libraries,
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Cut to Elliot like panically reading through every fairy tale that he
Tale.
can find.
Exactly.
Like, he needs to be
After
prepared.
memorize these, after
I need to
memorize these.
know.
Should the conversation ever arise, should he muster up the confidence to say anything that's remotely concise, he has to do his research.
Mhm. I feel like I also feel like it works because I feel like that Grimm fairy tales, again, based on not only Liza, but I think with Elliot, it probably satisfies the angel and the demon parts of him to read those.
True.
That's fair.
Very
Yeah.
gruesome, but
Yeah.
there's some parts that are surprisingly wholesome.
It's
Mhm.
very well written.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. One of these days
I'm a
it'd be
huge
great to do a
fan.
fairy tale parody with these characters.
Ooh.
That would be so fun.
Ooh.
Fanfics, go!
Go.
Start your
It's a
engines, fic
ripple in time.
writers.
There needs to be at least like 6 or 7 puns made.
Fairy tale AU. Here we go.
This seems like
also-
we're stuck in a wrinkle in time. Shut it.
They go back in time to the founding of Hainesbury and find there was an OG heinous investigation.
Oh no!
Oh my god, it's Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated!
Yeah.
They all had a talking animal! It was the
would actually
parrot
be
all
so
along?
Oh,
And I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for you heinous investigators.
And it's just
How did
all of
Dr.
us
Pericles
alternate
talk in that
versions of
show?
ourselves.
who knows?
Ugh.
What did you say, Dion?
Wait.
How did Dr. Pericles talk in Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated?
Oh,
My gosh, been so long since I've seen that show.
Yeah.
yeah.
Was it a
Mhm.
British or a German accent? I don't remember.
Probably both.
A Berman.
Birdman.
Birdman.
Birdman. Oh.
Harvey Birdman, attorney at law.
Birdman.
Oh my God, Harvey
Speaking of
Birdman.
men and lawyers, I really liked episode 7 and this whole arc.
Yes.
Actually, that's right.
Yes.
It actually
has nothing to do with the
that was
lawyers, but
actually a segue.
That was
No,
yeah.
Yeah. Go for
I
it.
greatly enjoy that this arc sets us up to see like one-on-one character interactions that we don't necessarily see.
Mm.
Like, and even the ones that we do see, we kind of get we're gonna get like an extra layer. So like we get to see
Mhm.
Jack and Frank, who have never had a one-on-one conversation. We
Nope.
get to see Ginny and Orville, which is the most talkative person and the most quiet person, which is already an interesting dynamic.
I loved.
We get to
that
see
dynamic.
Miriam and Carlton, but they don't have to bloviate because they're not surrounded by people trying to
Mhm.
like be the coolest and the most badass. They just kind of have to sit there, and then they're like, well, this is how do we do this? How do we communicate?
Yeah.
Not pretensive.
I loved the line where Carlton just says what do you call it when he's like going back and forth on like if we say this then they'll think that we're
Yeah.
they're together.
Damn it!
They'll think
Yeah.
we're together. Yeah, damn it, they're in my head. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Carlton he's floundering big time, and I love it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Miriam is just angry as usual.
Yeah. Subscribe to Patreon if you haven't.
Oh my gosh. We
Yeah, we also get we get Algie and Elliot, which
Yeah.
is
I know.
fun.
Algie's
The
still
most
it's not
innocent
really-
boy and the most non-innocent boy and the most scared boy and the source of his fear.
yeah.
And
It's
they're
just funny
all
because
Algie. A pervert, a liar, and a drunk all enter the bar. They sit on one stool. How is this possible? They're all algae.
It's algae.
All of them are algae.
What is it? I was gonna say, oh my gosh. Yeah, I was really excited about this just because, you know, you kind of see like at the very end of the pilot arc how much algae is like creeped out by the demon half of Elliot.
He's not as cool and collected as you were led to believe with his debut.
Yeah, which I really wanted that to fall apart real fast.
But it has in the best of ways.
It greatly cuts the chance of any woman on this team being interested in him.
Well,
Well,
I mean,
Any chance small lessens the chance to
it
almost
lessens the
none.
yes,
To
we're not.
Listen to the show.
Negligible.
We're leaving some possibilities open.
yeah, I mean, there's something oddly charming about how incorrigible he is.
Yes,
There it is.
incorrigible.
Yes.
Oh, hey, AJ's here.
Woo!
Hey.
sick.
Hey.
Ladies
Yes.
and gentlemen, AJ Somerville.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? I never say AJ whenever I'm in my head. I always say AJ Somerville.
Full name.
Dio is Dio,
AJ
Jessica's
Somerville.
Jessica. There's
Just-
Naomi. There's Maria. There's Twan. I also say Twan Wen.
One win.
I have reached that status.
Yeah.
We all have that one friend who we
When you're
refer to by their
famous,
full
people
name.
say your whole
Oh.
name.
My
Yeah.
mom.
I'm from A Star Is Born.
Tell
My-
me something, boy.
I'm on the deep.
I played a raccoon.
Copyright.
Holy-
Copyright. I forgot about that. You don't know the
Hi
song.
guys.
Oh, hi.
Hello.
Hi, AJ.
Oh, yeah,
I
no,
thought I'd actually say hello after you guys finished calling out my name and all that.
we
Yeah.
have an important question that you only kind of sort of missed.
oh no. No,
Oh,
Dawn.
We
Oh,
went
real
over
video.
what all of the cast wears for pajamas.
If at all.
Not the cast, not the cast. The character.
The characters.
rephrase.
No. Yes. I was like, I mean, if you want to see my pajamas, I can like just pull them out of my
all right.
my
Do you want me to
closet right
answer
now.
for Delia or Paula first?
Ooh, well, I definitely know. I feel like everyone probably has a pretty clear view of what Paula sleeps in. I don't know if
A
anyone
moo
else-
moo.
Yeah,
A moo-moo,
fully.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's like moo. Maybe probably has her
Full
hair in like a
Curlers
roll.
in
She actually
hair with
wears
a
it-
little thing.
She actually wears that throughout the day.
Grandma
Often,
wore
yes.
curlers to bed.
She also sometimes will wear them to the shop if she's just picking up some eggs from like downstairs or wherever, however distant their shop is
I'm-
from the.
Listen, I'm just picturing Mama Crabs.
I mean,
Eugene, what are you doing with my bloomers?
Mother.
My lighting is really
Mother!
good right now. Now Delia. Honestly, I kind of picture her wearing like jumpsuits, like, you know, or just like exercise clothing. Maybe she reuses her prison jumpsuit as pajamas. She's like,
But
well,
she like cuts it
it's
up.
fabric. Maybe she thinks of her
Yeah.
prison jumpsuit as almost a badge of honor.
Honor,
she
yeah,
hangs onto
exactly.
it
Has
where-
to stay hard
I could
all
fully
the
see
time.
her. I could fully see
Ugh.
her like cut it into like a sleep romper kind of deal.
Yeah,
where, like
or
if
if
it's
she
if it's a
doesn't
one
use
piece or
it-
if it's a two piece, just like, you know, make it cute.
Yeah, and if she doesn't use it for that, she would 100% cut out the little number badge that they have like on the chest, that, and then she has it just like as a little keepsake in her wallet or something. Because that's, you know, she's a criminal mastermind. She's been
Oh,
arrested. She
yes.
has all of these things. These are all just notches in her belt.
Mm.
I'm gonna say it. Delia's hot.
Oh yeah.
Thanks.
Mm.
Oh yeah.
Sure.
As I
Um,
chug cranberry juice
Cranberry
over
juice.
here.
and boost.
Cranberry juice.
It's
Cranberry.
cranberry juice. I just got done working.
Mm.
Man,
I rushed
is a new-
here.
I almost
I'm
wanna
like
do that.
speed walking
Mm.
down the
Great.
road. I'm like, I gotta get on a Zoom call.
Hey,
Oh,
we're glad you're here.
I have a question for a specific cast member
Mm.
because
gonna
this
get
is
shot?
a very
which of us is gonna
this
get
is a
shot?
very
I know.
this is a very Liza heavy episode.
Oh yeah.
And
Mm.
Naomi, I gots to know, were you in like a sorority in college? Because you have this, you
What?
give Liza this energy of like,
What?
okay, guys, we're organizing fun time for the sorority. Everyone listen.
Okay.
Listen now. She's very like event organizer kind of like camp counselor energy. You know what I mean?
That felt
It's-
so out of left field at first.
It did.
No. I got there.
He was also in charge of hazing.
No, I think I probably would be bullied out of a sorority if I ever joined one.
Oh, no.
We don't need that stinking sororities then.
You're too cool. It's fine.
It's a good thing you're graduated. So who cares?
Ayy.
Still in my
Yeah,
work.
so no
Full circle.
sorority. But I do feel like she does have sorority girl energy, but like in a good way.
Yes.
Not the
Yeah,
kind
good
of
way.
sorority girl that would bully me, the kind that would be nice to me.
Yeah. Like
She's the
preppy
chill
kind.
girl, the cool girl. She's
Yeah.
she's doing her thing.
The one that takes care of her drunk friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Mhm.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
What did I miss?
Not much. Just talking about some general episode 7 things, getting off topic as you
Yeah.
know, we do.
The huge.
Yeah,
Me almost spilling dialogue and things again.
from the next episode. Yeah.
We had to address the fact that there was a dog in the room.
Uh,
Oh yes.
in one of the rooms. Yes.
They're very
one of the
important.
rooms. Yes.
Yes. Well, I was gonna say it's kind of hard because this is I believe this is the first arc where Delia has no direct involvement. I think that's right.
That
Yeah.
we know of.
Yeah, I can say that. It's fine. I'm not
Okay,
spoiling
fine.
too much.
It's not technically
Yeah, because
a
the
spoiler.
Yeah.
has nothing to do with.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Right.
that's not to say
And then
that AJ isn't.
shows up.
That's not to say that AJ doesn't have a villainous role in this arc to be explored. Yeah,
There's something there.
There's
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, there's
Oh.
something.
yeah, there's
That
something
wasn't
to
there
be-
Watch and
before.
find out.
Mhm. But I mean, you're still in this episode because Paula returns.
Yeah.
Yeah, and can I just say that listening back, I'm like, ooh, I should have done a different take for some of those lines.
I feel that, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
think
feel that too.
everyone feels that.
I feel like that's gonna
That's
be
like-
all the time though. I
Yeah.
That's
true.
half of my Orville
True.
lines in this episode because I had to record like the first 9 episodes in like a couple days.
Yeah.
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 I feel like that's also a
Thing.
sign that we're getting better.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Yes,
know, I
very
like
true.
to think that, but then I hear stuff that I've just recorded like last week, and I go,
Oh yeah.
ooh, I should do that again.
Every time I record new lines, I listen back and I'm like, oh, that's awful. Like once I'm like out of the zone.
I
have
dead
such
ass right.
fear about listening to the episodes because I'm like, I'm gonna hate it. I'm gonna hate all of
Right.
me. Like,
You were so
Yeah.
good though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Honestly,
I
Liza kills in this
True.
episode.
Oh, yeah.
She really does. She has such good
she's so
energy
good.
throughout.
She's so
Yeah.
good.
This is also the episode that gives birth to what do you call it, the Champagne and Lobsterfest.
Yes.
So now that bit on the Patreon isn't completely confusing.
Yeah.
Dang it! I was saving that for my Patreon plug.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Well, do
Alright,
it
I was
now.
like, speaking of Champagne and Lobster Fest,
Well, we're
did you know
speaking
that
of
there's also
champagne
a
and
tier on
Lobsterfest.
our
Do it now.
Patreon? Maybe donate us some money, throw a couple bones our way, and you get some Champagne and Lobster Fest.
A couple bones.
Maybe more than a few, so I can save up for voice acting coaching, so Paula's lines come out better.
Give me the bones. I
Heyo.
must make another
mean-
child.
Oh, wait.
We're
Okay.
What?
making children now.
What?
Wait, what?
Who's
What?
making children?
Sorry.
Hello?
Oh my gosh.
Dio, no.
Oh no.
Okay,
Oh,
no, no.
some people aren't seeing it.
Delia's
No.
crime spree has come up. Well, I guess they'll just have to subscribe.
They'll have to get on the Patreon to see what's happening right
Yeah.
now.
Wait,
Mm.
can they actually see the video?
Patreon
Patreon
members
can.
Whoa, they can see my face.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
I didn't know they were gonna see my face.
I can always cover you if you want.
Just a
No.
giant
No,
emoji
that's
the
fine. I'm
entire
just
video.
here
Put the merch.
goofing off and like batting at these curtains because my kitten was getting in between them and playing with them. So I'm just like
Just
this.
chugging a gallon
I'm
of ocean
messing with
spray.
my light. Yeah, I got this. Well, actually, it's generic, a great value from Walmart. I will have you know.
Oh,
It's
heck
very
yeah.
important.
Mm.
We don't
Not
have
a
money for
sponsor.
product placement.
Mm.
Not a sponsor.
Walmart
though
I don't
does
think we-
sponsor this.
Yeah, I don't
Walmart,
think we
you
can
can
be sponsored.
sponsor us.
Oh, I guess we could.
Ocean spray, give us
Well-
free ocean spray.
I would be all
Walmart
over
has
that
that
though.
power.
Cranberry juice sponsorship. Heck yeah.
Well,
I don't know if cranberry juice is in our target listening group.
Mix it with vodka.
I mean, have we seen
That's
the
actually
numbers?
why I bought this cranberry juice, but I was thirsty when I got home and I didn't know where my water bottle was. And I'm like,
Mm.
I probably shouldn't be mixing this with vodka right now.
Dude, okay, can I geek out for a second? I
Yeah.
was so
Oh.
happy to have Frank and Jack have scenes together because I just got to bro out with Riff.
With Riff.
It
It's
was
so
so
true.
awesome.
It
I
was
just
really
get to
funny.
record. I just get to do scenes with Riff, my buddy, my friend, my pal, my
My pal,
amigo.
my-
He's not here. I'm very sad.
It's always a ride when Riff's here.
That
Yeah.
is so true. Oh my
Dude.
gosh. When Riff was here last time. Oh my
The
god.
Triforce was complete.
Guys, I feel like
It was
it's been so
great.
long since
The
I've
blood
seen your
oath.
faces.
Yes.
Oh,
Oh
What happens when you
Yeah,
get
no.
a job?
Ah, yeah.
True. But yeah, no, I love all of Frank and Jack's scenes together, and we're gonna get a little bit more next episode.
Oh yes, the next episode.
Which are some of my favorite
Ah.
scenes in the whole show so far, honestly.
Mm.
Mhm.
I'm
yeah.
a big dork for characters like just talking and not really being in action stuff because I like characters just being people around each other. So like I love these episodes because of that. They were
very well said.
I really wanted to have an episode where it was just two characters in a room where we could like slow down. It was also super easy to edit because there weren't too many action sound effects. But yeah, where we just slow down and really have some more character interactions. That because like at the end of the day, all this cool supernatural stuff and adventures and things, that's just the backdrop for the characters doing their thing.
Yeah.
This is also another great
Well put.
instance where you put people in rooms that are not necessarily in scenes together that often, and you
Yeah.
see the characters change their relationship towards these characters, like the intonations to how they sound to other people.
from
You
single
hear
to
that
it's
change.
complicated.
Yeah,
I think that it
So stupid. I'm sorry.
I think that having the like when I was pairing up the characters, I remember just being like I wanted characters who I knew would get I would get a lot of mileage out of together. And I thought, the whole thing, the arc is called like Odd Couples. I was like, it's gonna be like, let's just do the weirdest pairings I can think of that aren't necessarily conventional. Because obviously things like Jack and Algie would be like super predictable. I mean, Carlton and Miriam is the only one that's predictable, but that kind of plays into their arcs, you know? So it was kind of necessary.
essentially Jessica rearranged puzzle pieces and jammed them in places where she thought they would like fit, but they didn't, and it came out to be a beautiful mosaic.
Oh, nicely said.
Hey.
Thank you. Metaphors,
pretty
beautiful.
Thank you. I try sometimes.
So
I make sense every once in a while.
okay, so I don't know if
like
anyone
it.
has any other thoughts about this episode 7. I know we have still so much of this arc left, another few episodes actually. But if anybody had any thoughts, I thought we could move on to another little bonus topic. I thought might be a good like starting off point to talk a little bit more about some non-podcasty things, kind of. I don't know. Anybody?
We've never talked about non-podcasting things on Wildly.
Yeah, this is
No.
100%
Never talked
serious,
about that.
focused.
Well, we always
thing.
talk about heinous investigations. Has anything heinous happened to us in our own lives?
Yeah. Yes, segue.
Hey,
Yeah. I thought, we could talk about some of our own personal supernatural or not supernatural like mysteries, if you can call them that, because all of mine are really lame. But
Mine are pretty lame too. Like,
Also-
my mom and my sister have more interesting ones, but mine are all just like, I heard footsteps and nobody was there. Gas.
How much time we got?
That's also a good question.
minimum 15 minutes, maximum 20 maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
I have a lot.
Oh boy. Okay,
I
let's
love
go.
spooky stories. We gonna go real life ghost hunting one day.
One day.
We could.
Let's.
I could feel them. I can't necessarily say I hear and see them. When I say them, I mean like the supernatural presences.
Mm.
Ghosts.
Wait, you can feel them?
Yeah.
Tread lightly,
Oh.
Juan.
Oh my gosh. Goodness
I was
gracious.
gonna- yep.
I was really nervous about bringing that up personally. Now I feel a lot better.
It's gonna get very deep, very fast. It's gonna hit very
Oh.
hard. My father passed
Mm.
away when I was 11.
Oh.
Shortly after he
Yeah.
passed away, a lot of things happened in the house. While he was alive, my little brother had an imaginary friend, quote unquote imaginary friend. This kid's name was Jack Boy. My little brother's name is Matthew. He would always say, Jack Boy told me to do this, or Jack Boy did that. Sometimes things we couldn't explain, things would go missing. Matthew would say these things that like you have no, like he's 2 years old, 3 years old, giving us answers to like questions that no 2-year-old would know. And we were like, how do you know that? He'll go, Jack Boy told me to say that.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Well, my father passed away a few months afterwards. It was around October. So he passed away in July. A few months later, October. I'm watching TV. Something flew off the counter. And it's not like, oh, maybe it was on the ledge. No, it was like 4 inches away from the edge of the counter. And it didn't just plop on the floor. It flew to the middle of the kitchen, which was like a 3-foot push distance.
Mm.
We had a machine that for Christmas time, because we celebrate Christmas, you would open it up and it would play like, we wish you a Merry Christmas, da, 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 and like lights would blink up and down, like whatever.
Classic.
It broke. There were no batteries in it. However, on Christmas Day, as each of us went down the stairs, the thing would play.
Oh my gosh.
Then once we all went downstairs, it didn't play. It played the entire day, and after that, did not play ever again. What else? Oh, okay. Someone tried to give me tarot reading, and they had a singeing migraine, and they said they heard someone screaming at them. So we had to do a healing circle, I believe what it's called. And when they did that, people stepped, like it was me, the person who read the tarot cards, and a few other individuals who had the tarot card reading as well. It was like a very strong circle. And my friend, would see, hear, and feel them all. And she would say, oh, someone's here. I could see them. It looks like a dad. I think it's your dad, David. And she described my dad the way he was. She's never seen a photo of my dad. He came forward. He said all these things, made me tear up a little bit. Ooh, okay. But in his hands, he was holding a little boy's hand. We don't know who that little boy is. So my theorem is it's Jack Boy.
It all comes full circle.
Yeah, so I
Oh my
watched a lot
God.
of Scooby-Doo as a kid.
I'm not
There's a
gonna
lot
get
more
anything that.
Extent of my supernatural encounters.
Oh my
I wish I
gosh.
had more
Oh,
supernatural
boy.
encounters. And like there were some weird happenings in the house that I
Mm.
spent most of my childhood in that I think I mentioned in our
Mm.
Discord to you guys.
Mm.
Like
Yes.
but my sister actually experienced a lot more things than I did. But my mom and I, for the first several years, we kept seeing a small shadow out of the corner of our eyes, like a small dark cat. And eventually we did end
Aw.
up getting a cat. But my mom and I, we didn't know that the other person was seeing this. I just kept thinking, oh, it's my imagination because I have a
Mm.
really active imagination. And my mom kind of just kept thinking the same until one day we were both talking in her room. Cat wasn't allowed on that floor of the house. And suddenly we both broke off talking and our heads just whipped towards her closet. And I said, I thought, Odysseus, stop scratching that. Get down. Speaking of cats.
Odysseus.
Stop that.
Lord is here.
He's here.
Instead of like our heads both snapped over there. I'm like, it's funny. Sometimes out of the corner of my eye, I see what looks like a cat, and I thought I just saw it run into your closet. And she just looked at me and said, you see it too?
Oh.
And so then I said,
Four
you
of
know
the
what? I'm
most
gonna go.
terrifying words.
I'm gonna go see if I can find our cat. And my mom decided she was going to look in her closet to see if she could find the cat. She looked through her closet. There was nothing there. I went downstairs, found the cat sound asleep under a chair. I'm trying to make it
Oh,
quick. I
gosh.
don't want to dwell. 'Cause
Yeah.
I want other people to be able to share. Although we
Mhm.
already know Dio has nothing.
I have
Do
one
is
thing. I have one
Wow.
thing.
Oh, wait till you hear mine. Oh my god.
Yeah, mine are
Oh,
really simple
not yet.
anecdotes, and it'll break up the purely ghost talk because
Mm.
Heinous Investigations covers more than ghosts.
Mm.
Just a weird thing that happens with my
Oh.
family because the story with your sister reminded me that a lot of people in my family talk in their sleep, like a lot, and I shared a room with my brother, and both of us have stories about the other one talking in their sleep about either random nonsense or like weirdly relevant stuff. That's not really creepy. It's just my family's weird like that. But something that is not ghost related at all was I feel like many people in the US, when I was about 13, I thought at the time that I had an encounter with the one and only Sasquatch out on my family's farm. I was having like a little sleepover with some friends out at the farm. We had like a big camper that we slept in, and the way the farm is we had like the camper, which we don't have anymore because we have a cabin out there. We had a fire pit. It sloped down a little bit, barbed wire fence, pasture, and then in the pasture we had this big thicket of like trees, just like this little strip of trees, and we thought we saw just a big old lumbering Sasquatch in the tree. Realistically, it was probably just a
Oh,
shadow
you
or
broke
like
it. You broke
Oh no, the
I thought it
Sasquatch
was
has gotten the
Sasquatch.
Wi-Fi. They don't want you to tell the story.
I broke out.
Yeah.
I cut out.
The
Oh.
one time you were talking.
Right when you finish saying the lumbering
lumbering.
Sasquatch. It was like,
Yeah, the lumbering Sasquatch. It was probably just like a deer or some shadows, but we were all like, it's Bigfoot, and we had our airsoft guns because we were dumb kids from the Midwest, and I had my machete because I'm a dumb kid from the Midwest, and we were out on a farm, and we were like, oh, if this some bitch tries to come get it, we're gonna kick his ass. It was a great time.
you guys
Probably
shoot
not
Bigfoot.
Bigfoot, but yeah, it was a fun time. I feel so lame now that you guys had all these cool supernatural stories, and I'm just
Oh.
like, dude, I guess
Oh.
ghosts don't like
Oh.
me.
You don't.
Tron,
You
no,
don't
no, no,
want
no.
them to.
Tron, you
Don't
have
want
not
them-
heard lame. Not Tron, sorry.
All right,
Dio,
that's my
Dio, you have
spin.
not heard lame. Okay, you want to hear mine then? If
Yes,
we're going with
please.
lame. Well, I had to admit, for me personally, most of my experiences are honestly just by proxy, like things I hear that happen to like my like relatively close family for the most part, or things I hear from like my parents, like their experiences. I don't think I've ever had like a true like supernatural experience, but now I'm kind of bummed out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I feel like
feel
I'm
whenever my
night one in
sister
the
tells me
Paranormal
one.
Activity movie, and it never gets past night one.
the one mystery, I guess you could call it, that's absolutely ridiculous though, that still confuses me to this day, that honestly I don't know if you would call this supernatural or what. But okay, so my cousins from Florida, they would come and visit us a few times a year, and our we have like a reservoir that's kind of within walking distance of where I live. So me and my cousins would like go, and my sister, yeah, we'd go off on like these little like walking excursions to like this like woodsy reservoir area and back, kind of like our own little personal like stand by me experience. We did that all the way up through college. And I will never forget, I think it was late high school we went, and we were all just casually walking through like this very suburban neighborhood and like along this really terrible like beat up walkway, and we saw like an orange peel on the ground, and we were like, oh, okay. It was like, oh, that's gross. Who just leaves that there? We kind of like didn't think anything of it. We walk along for another 5 minutes, and there's like another one just sitting there along the road, and this goes on for like 20 minutes. We find like at all different random locations, not always like, it wasn't even in a straight line, like all over the freaking place were just orange peels in like completely unrelated places, and we were just getting like more and more confused the entire time.
Honestly, that
know,
sounds
that
like
is
something
amazing.
I would do with my orange peels, because that was
I-
kind of
I would.
especially in junior high. I did weird
Before,
I
would-
gave
before
you
we
all
go any
ideas
further,
now,
Steve-
didn't I?
You know, like the
Before-
Goatman clip. You know, like the Goatman clip. That's my
Goatman clip?
approach to the supernatural. I will fight them. I will win.
The supernatural.
I'm on your
I
bridge,
just wanna say-
Goatman.
Yeah.
with all of this talk, my phone is bugging out.
Yeah, dude, like your square is gone. Like I can't see you
Really?
anymore. I just
Oh.
hear
I
It just
still
That's
said
weird.
reconnecting. We've lost.
That's why everything reorganized on my screen for a second. I was like,
Oh yeah, I did see
Yeah.
that. Yeah,
I
we
still see 'em.
That's
see you were all
crazy.
preoccupied with my amazing mysterious orange peel story.
Again, that's
something is trying to
100%
haunt
something
us
I
all.
would have done in junior high. I did some weird stuff in junior high just to mess with my class.
So there you go.
Got
Was it
detention once. It was no big deal.
so yeah. Was it a ghost? Was it Bigfoot? Or was it just some jerk middle school kid?
it
We'll
just
never
Or
somebody
was it
know.
AJ Somerville?
Ball.
Yeah, it's just me. We don't know.
We'll never know. No, I've had a few paranormal experiences myself.
Do share.
There's one story that I don't think I will share today because it might be a little too spooky. But
Or spooky 5 me.
yeah, long story short, I think I too am either beginning to or have always had a bit of a paranormal sense as well. And I was kind of worried about bringing that up when we first talked about this. I was like, maybe this isn't the right environment, but here we are.
No worries, Twan. I'm right there with you.
Thank you. So yeah, back when I was like a really little kid, I've been told, because these are, for some reason, my brain just specifically blocks these moments, that house that this apartment we used to live in was haunted. And we know this because my sister would always be like playing with the ghosts and I would always be screaming from them. I don't know what it was. According to my parents and my sister, they just loved her and just loved to torment me. And that I kind of want to go back there and just get an apology personally. I feel like I am owed an apology. But that was like the first ever encounter I've had with like the spiritual. Trying to remember the second one. Can't remember it. Oh well. And that's my story.
Oh my gosh. The chat.
Maria, Naomi, what you got?
I've got aliens.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm saying
Yeah.
aliens, but
those stories
was
scared
alien.
the bejesus out of me.
Okay. So when I was younger, we lived in Maryland, and I think I was like 11 or something. And then, we had like all the neighborhood kids up there and the neighbors and a campfire and the whole thing. So we had this one neighbor, and he was like, he's a little crazy. He was called Daddy Vic by everyone in the neighborhood, and he was like an ex-army vet, like riding his tractor around, being like very extra about it, But anyway, we were all sitting around the campfire, and suddenly there was like those beams of light that you see in like sci-fi movies and stuff that came out of the sky. So we're all freaking out, except for Daddy Vic, who throws his arms open and is like, "Take me now!" And we're like, "What the hell?" So anyway,
Back to the mothership.
yeah, everything just dissolved into chaos after that, and like we kids barricaded ourselves in the garage because we were like, that's too much. And then later, my best friend Maddie, she slept over that night, but she was so freaked out still that we had to we made signs that were like, "Aliens not welcome here," and we put them in the windows and like drew like little aliens with the antennas and everything. It was ridiculous.
And then the voice of Buzz Lightyear walked by and misread it as "No Allens allowed," and he went. Okay.
But yeah, that was a weird
joke.
Classic.
Now I'm just thinking. I just
My
thought of another.
best material only.
I can't. Darn it! I'm trying desperately now to come up with better ones.
That specific
Yeah, I actually
story
just thought of
reminded
some
me.
more random stuff, but
I remember.
I want to hear from
being
Naomi.
little- yeah,
Yeah.
I say yeah. Let's do Naomi first because I only have one other idea.
I don't have any that are like spooky. I just have like some like funny anecdotes.
Ooh, it's somebody's. I think
Right.
somebody's mic
Okay.
is. Yeah. Okay. Are we good? I think we're good now. Better?
Uh
Yeah,
I
you're
think
good.
we're good.
You're good.
Amazing. Yeah, because I live in a house with or I did live in a house with 5 other people. I'm moving out very soon. But we like have what we call the house ghost that occasionally will just like possess people and make them say something random and they have no like they don't think that they said it, like so more of like a silly thing. But like a couple examples, like one of my friends like just randomly said Parshta in like a voice that like did not belong to her.
Parshta? Hey, Naomi,
Parshta?
you ever considered your house just has a gas leak?
We did have like an alarm going off like every now and then, so maybe we're all just dying of carbon monoxide poisoning slowly.
Y'all just are high and randomly say random stuff.
Yeah, once like some people came home and they were like, how was everyone's day? And I just went, I had no control over my voice. Like, none of this was me. And
Dude.
everyone just kind of like sat in silence. And then I was like, I don't know why I said that. So that's my ghost story.
Okay, well, on conclusion of that strange note, I think we are reaching our end point here, and I wanted to say that this was great, good talk, and obviously awesome stories. Hey, if you guys listening out there have any cool stories that you want to tell us about, comments, you know, the whole like, comment, subscribe type deal, punch the bell, you know. Yeah.
Or if you have any questions for us for some other undetermined date,
yes,
put them in the comments.
Absolutely, yeah. Please ask us questions. As always, ask us questions. Send us fan art at Wildly Productions.
Yes,
we might read your questions and comments on the air.
And also, what do you call it? As always, we want weird fan fiction. Give us weird fan fiction.
Fairy tale you.
PG-13. PG-13.
PG-13.
Yes.
Unless we get an OnlyFans.
Oh my god.
This is the second time that's come up.
What's this week?
What is happening?
You can find Delia Smith's OnlyFans at
Oh, good lord. Okay.
Do you like if I show ankle?
Oh my gosh. I'm going to freaking no, we are done. Everyone
all right,
say goodbye.
folks, this episode is going off the rails that weren't even there to begin with. So
it's a ghost.
We're gonna go ahead and call that an episode.
Bye.